Life shouldn't be hard. Life should be a fun-filled adventure every day. So now start joining up dots. Tap into your talents, your skills, your God-given gifts, and tell your boss, you don't deserve me. I'm out of here. It's time for you to smash that alarm clock and start getting the dream business and life you, well, of course, are dreaming of. Let's join your host, David Ralph, from the back of his garden in the UK, or wherever he might be today, with another jammed-packed episode of the #1 hit podcast, Join Up Dots.
Yeah, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Welcome to Join Up Dots. Do you know, as you know, we get lots of emails. We get good emails, we get bad emails, we get a smorgasbord of emails. But so many of them, I would say probably about 85 to 90% are on that, I want to do something, but I don't know what to do. And I thought to myself, can we do something that's definitive for everybody? So if they're struggling, if they're feeling a bit lost in life, it will allow the path to become clear. Because I think everybody looks around and thinks that everybody else knows what they're doing in life. They've all got their plans sorted, their careers lined up, they're working for qualifications, they've got dreams that are big. And when you look at your own life, you think you're just wandering aimlessly in comparison. Now, I can tell you, here's the thing. Everybody feels like they're making it up as they go along. Every single person on this planet, I don't care who they are, is lost in some way. They're either lost personally, they're lost financially. We all feel like we're making it up as we go along. And you have to feel like that, because every time you move into something different, trying to work on a dream or income stream or anything new, we've never done it before, and so we don't know whether we're going to be able to do it. We don't know how to do it. We don't know the ins and outs. It's only once we've done it for a while we think, okay, yeah, I can do this, and then you're lost again because you're looking for something else. But it's okay, this, because you don't need to have it all figured out yet. And in fact, if you're out there feeling stuck, this is my advice to you. And I was thinking about this over the last few days. I think that you don't have to work anything out at all. The best thing you can do is just focus on becoming the best version of you. Simple as that. Just look at yourself and think, how can I change myself personally? And I think there's about 3 key areas to this. I think if we break it down, I think the first one is get fitter. Yeah, it really is important. But we're not talking about becoming, one of those horrible people that have to go to the gym and you say, oh, do you want a drink tonight? No, I can't. I've got to go to the gym. Unless I've done my 3 hours on the treadmill. That's not what we're talking about. Unless, of course, that is what you like to do, and then go for it. But I can't think anything worse. I like to be fit when it suits me, and if I don't feel like doing it for a couple of days because I've been a bit tired, then I don't. But taking small steps or small dots to improve your physical fitness, I reckon, is the #1 thing that will have a huge impact on your overall well-being. It's not just about looking good, although we all like that, don't we? We all like to look in the mirror and go, oh, looking sexy today, David. But being fitter means that you're going to just feel better. You're going to feel more energetic. You're going to feel mentally sharper. And whether it's a brisk walk, a 20-minute workout, dancing in your living room, getting on the Wii Fit if you've got it, going swimming, just moving your body, I think can be probably the most powerful first step towards self-improvement. It just helps you realise that you don't have to do anything else other than focus in on yourself. And it really does help clear your mind when you're feeling a bit lost. When I'm in areas when I just don't know what I should be doing next, all I do is walk away from what I'm trying to do next and either rest, I might meditate, I might do more personal stuff, I might go and play the piano. I just get away from it. and that helps me see the next step clearer. It really does. And one of the things you can do on top of that, once you've started to get fitter, and maybe lost a few pounds or whatever's your thing, then you feed your brain, because more knowledge equals more possibilities. If you was in a town that you've been in all your life and it's got no internet, it's got no outside influences, it's got nothing other than what you're seeing around you, that will be your future, because it's not impossible, but it's very difficult to be creative unless you see that other people are doing it first, and then you kind of believe that it's possible. So I think if you don't know what you should be doing, then it's just time to explore. Just pick up a book, listen to podcasts like Join Up Dance, wink wink, or as I always do, watch YouTube tutorials about just things that grab your interest. And the more you learn, the more you open up new doors for yourself. I'm doing something at the moment which is part of my health and fitness, and before I heard about it I would think that's madness. And what I'm doing, I'm drinking 2 tablespoons of pure virgin olive oil every morning, and it's really good for the digestive system, the metabolism. It helps outside. There's loads of benefits about it, but I wouldn't have had a clue about it until I stumbled across something on YouTube and then started investigating it and then read a book on the thing. And I thought to myself, right, this is what I'm going to do. So I brought in a sort of new skill to myself just by stumbling around and looking at things. And the more you learn, the more you open up new doors for yourself. You see things that you didn't know you could do. You see things that other people are doing that will make you think, wow, they're earning a living doing that. How's that even possible? And that takes you on the sort of a rabbit hole of discovering hidden passions or finding new skills and expanding your knowledge. And that's going to naturally guide you towards your path. As I was cycling along this morning, I thought to myself, wouldn't it be good to start a cycling club? Now, I'm not going to, but I thought about that, and I thought I wouldn't have even considered that until I got into cycling and then become passionate on that. And so it makes you want to go off in directions that you didn't have. And maybe that random hobby that you've started today just might turn into your future career. It might pivot into something. But I do think feeding your brain, once you've got yourself feeling a bit fitter, because it is really difficult to do all these if you're just slumpy and you've got no energy for anything. But if you feed your brain, then the possibilities are out there. The world is making income in so many random different ways. It's unbelievable. And you could find one out there that could change your life forever. It's waiting for you. And then the third thing, and it's only 3 things, I think, this is how you change your life. I think just be friendlier. I think not only does it make life better, but it's so easy that it's often overlooked, because if you try to be friendlier, you naturally are trying to be more positive and more personable. You can't be angry and be friendly. You can't be negative and be friendly. You've got to be a bit bouncy. And when you're unsure about your purpose, just focus on being a kinder, friendlier person. Because people who radiate that positivity attract good vibes. And once again, they attract opportunities in their lives. It could be that you're going to be more empathetic with friends. So you sit down with them and you really listen, and you don't try to give your opinions in, but you're just there for them. Or you say hello to the checkout girl, or, as I always do, people in the swimming pool. Although yesterday, I tell you this, I went swimming Sunday morning and then I went swimming on Monday. And there was a lady in there with a bright red swimming hat. And she was there Sunday, and then she was there again, just getting ready, standing at the end of the pool, putting her goggles on the next morning. And I said to her, "Oh, hello, you in the pool again? I saw you yesterday. It was quiet in the pool, wasn't it? It was good." And I thought that was just a friendly hello, you're enjoying it. And she said to me, why are you watching me in the swimming pool? And I said, well, I'm not watching you. I said, you just got a bright red hat on, and I noticed you yesterday, and you're here again today. And she went, well, stop watching me. I'll report you. I don't like this, and got into the water, and off she swam. And I thought to myself, that's strange. That's a strange sort of way of operating. But she's obviously on her guard for some reason, so it wasn't my place to actually try to push it anymore. But I was just trying to be kind. I was just trying to be a hello to somebody and spread a bit of joy, because that can change the energy around you. And as I saw, it changed my energy into like a negative one very, very quickly. But most of the time, I think it's a positive thing. And also, I think a random conversation can lead you to a real exciting new direction in life. We went on a trip through Florida, and every great thing that happened to us was that we mentioned that we was on a trip to a complete stranger or somebody behind a bar at a counter and asked them, is there anything good in this area? And they would always point us to somewhere that we would never have found in a million years. And that was just having that ability to connect and be friendlier and be more positive. And if you are like that, most people, unless you're a woman in a swimming pool with a red hat on, respond to that, and it changes your life. You get different directions, and once again, these directions could take you into finding a new passion that you never knew. So if you focus on being fitter, smarter and kinder, I believe you're already winning. I think life will just feel better. And over time, as you evolve into the best version of yourself, the fog that you're feeling at the moment, when you don't really know what you want to do and you'd like to do something, but it all seems confusing and everybody else got it all sorted and you haven't, I think suddenly that will start to lift. And what felt like a confusing maze will turn into a well-lit path, and you'll know exactly which direction to take. And the beauty is that you won't have to force it or rush it, because life, I think, has a funny way of showing you where to go once you've done the inner work and you've worked on yourself. So if you're feeling lost right now, like most of the emails that we get are, don't stress about figuring everything out immediately. Just focus on you. Get fitter, get smarter, try to spread some kindness to friends and complete strangers, and just trust that the path will reveal itself. And before you know it, you'll realise that you've started to get that understanding of where you should be going, and you'll be walking down it with confidence, wondering why you ever worried in the first place. Just keep going, because your best self, I think, is leading the way to your best future. So I think that's just the three things that you've got to do. I think you've got to not worry about external stuff. Just get fitter. Try to lose a few pounds and whatever you want to do, so that you can just feel like you've got a bit more energy, and then start becoming more curious and feed your brain and just look around and watch videos that you wouldn't have watched before, and be friendlier to people, because it certainly does make life better. And that's it. 3 little dots which can change your life and make that path just become clear to you somewhere down the line. So if you enjoyed that, then obviously subscribe, rate and review the podcast. And if you want to, tell us if that's inspired you at all, drop us a line, joinupdots@gmail.com. Love to have your emails, and we will either respond on the show or we will respond back to you personally by email. But just keep going. Start looking around. Go down roads that you've never gone down before, and things will be waiting to show you the way. That's how I think it works. Until next time, you look after yourselves, you stay sexy, and I'll see you again. Cheers. See ya. Bye-bye.
That's the end of Join Up Dots. You've heard the conversation. Now it's time for you to start taking massive action. Create your future, create your life. It's the only life you've got. We'll be back again real soon. Join up dots, join up dots, join up dots, join up dots. Join up, join